new maps, we closely monitor it post-release, keeping an eye on its performance or if there's any major problems with it. This is because when we make updates of any size, we want to target specific problems or unhealthy game patterns. We don't want to change too many things for the sake of change. We understand that players have mastered these maps for hundreds of hours, and changing things too much can cause a lot of pain.
No, it's looking too real.
For example, we made changes to Pearl in patch 11.08 because we were tackling a singular problem and wanted to fix it in ways that minimize the learning curve for players. We see that post plans from long are still viable, but not the only strategy, and it can be easily punished if teams are ready for it. We wanted to add cover on site to block sightlines from deep long and to incentivize players to stay on site. In old Pearl, it was something we were seeing in our data and observing in both player and GAT feedback.
Hello?
I was personally noticing it and experiencing it in almost all of my games in Ascendant.
Hello.
It's feeling a lot better after the
Hello.
changes. We're seeing players play more on site rather than falling back.
Hello, Indian Bull.
Hi.
Hello, what's up? Oh my, wait, are you guys in a match?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay.
The reason that LEV can't bring it back, and to give them a bit of luck,
Oh.
we've got mini tank.
Damn, I'm actually okay. Then I'll be back.
65 of the
I'm not expect. That's why I'm like I started
No pressure,
streaming.
Tag?
Okay, I was like, boy.
No pressure. Are you feeling a bit nervous?
Well, a little bit, because my girlfriend's in the crowd, so if I lose, I probably won't see map 3.
And also, you know, she is a big Leviathan fan. And for yourself, Marcus, are you a big PRX guy?
I am, yeah.
Well, it's fortunate because you're representing them. Now, we don't have much time, so basically you got to pump those bellows and try and make your balloons pop off first. So please, London, give these guys all your support and energy in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Oh, it's quite
Oh,
even.
whoa.
This is the most even thing we've had so
Wait, is that
far
Baby
in
No
terms
Money?
of competitions of popping balloons, so I'm going to stand back because I have...
Why does it look like Baby No Money?
Wow.
Damn, bro, that's like there every day.
Didn't need any more help winning today. You have gone and done it for us in your ISO cosplay as well, Marcus. Do you feel proud of popping off today in London?
Yes, it's PRX all the way.
Do you want to lead a bit of a chant for the PRX fans?
Let's go, Indy! Philippines!
Nice. And I know that Mini Tank, you're actually a PRX fan too, so I imagine you're secretly quite delighted with this result. London, please make some noise for your popping offers!
The what, man?
Coach Alex of PRX here. Alex, I know you want to keep the team composed till the very end. What needs to stay the same and what needs a bit of extra attention?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. They were very calm, I think. So that definitely needs to stay the same. And as for attention, I think we tried to deviate from the plan a little bit. That's why I had to pause and tell them, like, hey guys, like we have a game plan, like follow it. So they did well after that.
Okay. But you won that round,
guys,
so that's
like,
a
we have
good
game
sign.
plan, like,
Thank you,
follow it.
Alex, and
So
best
they
of
did well
luck.
after that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, folks. You blink and you miss it. That is how fast that game went. PRX absolute domination on Fracture, of course. And look, I think a lot of our fans who are rolling in from the Fan Fest certainly are excited about that. But let's go ahead and take a look at your HyperX Reflex moment of the match, Billy, because this one's from PRX, one of many highlight moments, if you will.
Yeah, I think Divide being able to get these couple of kills here was absolutely ridiculous. Full stunned, even breach
This
stun.
is insane.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but I guess that just kind of goes to show the aura that these players on PRX have. I mean, Leviathan, they just looked so scared in moments like this to the point where they were throwing this much utility at them to be able to isolate just one player. And this was happening on multiple occasions. It wasn't just with Divide.
Yeah, I think you saw a PRX who immediately stepped into this finals and looked the absolute highest level of comfortable, the absolute most that they could be confident in as well in the way that they were playing with these rounds that we're watching on screen. Versus a Leviathan who I think you saw them stumble early on. In both of those rounds, I think if they just confidently swung together the way that they did in most of the rest of this tournament, they would have won the rounds. And GB, this is the first game for me since the first map that LEV played against PRX earlier that sent them down to the lower bracket that I felt like LEV has looked shaky in that way.
You know, there's a famous phrase, right? You got to do the thing that brought you to the dance to begin with. And I think for Leviathan, it was those really intense Zerg rushes, the way that they were always trying to just get in the face of their opponent, not really allow them to have any kind of comfort. Unfortunately, for PRX, they were like, we're going to trap you. Play the trap card, Yu-Gi-Oh! They did exactly that, and it was brilliant. I mean, that one round where Jing was able to get the 3K with the Showstopper was filthy.
Yeah, I love both the rounds where they had the Showstopper online. LEV doesn't play a Sentinel, so they're almost always playing 5 South side. And you saw PRX abuse this by going for multiple trap plays into A main as LEV was trying to contact into the space. I think that's the game plan Alex was talking about.
I think that was the only time Jing actually
Don't let
whiffed.
them out onto sites, be the ones to initiate, and it was working super well for PRX.
I think it was really good how they were able to
3K matram
balance
crazy,
the
bro.
tempo and the
Like,
conditioning
read
of that as well,
matram.
because even here, you see them stacked towards site, but then they still have a clear
Crazy
plan
read.
as to how they're going to isolate those players when that stun comes through. Remember what I said in the pre-show, always having these proactive reaction approaches, which is what has allowed them to win out this first map.
Yeah, no, of course, we heard from Coach Alex, but let's go ahead and see what's going on in the Leviathan camp. We have Coach Owner standing by.
Here with Coach Owner of Leviathan Owner, that trophy over there really requires you to dig deep.
Okay, Coach
what was the
Owner
conversation after Fracture? What more do you want to see from the boys?
I don't get it. Coach Owner
that was pretty fast, you know. There's some rounds that we lost an advantage, very similar to the first game against PRX when we lost Asen in a similar way. We need to improve our communications. We weren't like ahead of the plan of PRX. Basically, I think that we need to work on our comms.
Thank you so much, Owner. And let's see if LEV can bounce back from map 2.
Well, LEV are going to be working on their comms, but they're going to be doing it on their map pick of Split here. And Billy, this is going to be an interesting situation here for Leviathan, because this, I mean, after you get just absolutely dumpstered on in map 1 like that, it's really tough to dig yourself up out of that hole to begin with. They're going to have to do it 4 times.
It feels like LEV finally got tested on Fracture.